Welcome to the International School of Business and Entrepreneurship. My name is Dr. Rizwan Sheikh. Today I'm going to talk about 10 steps to create and lead high-performance project teams. Number one, self-awareness. That as a leader, as a project manager, it's very important that you do self-awareness. It's basically doing a SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats on yourself. So you need to understand what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, what opportunities are there for you to improve, and what are the threats. So do a SWOT analysis on yourself as a project manager. Number two is when you join a project or when you lead a project, you want to ask your team members to share their experiences and their war stories. It's very important because it will help you in multiple ways. A, understand what the competencies of your team members are, and number two, you can put them in the roles where they have the experience and where they can contribute more. And number three is it will break the ice. As Steve Jobs said, my job is not to be easy on people. My job is to take these great people we have and to push them and make them even better. Step number three is be a good listener and ask for ideas. A lot of good ideas, or most of the good ideas, come from the team. So you, as a project manager, you want to be a good listener. You want to listen to the idea. You don't have to agree with everybody, but as a leader, as a project manager, your job is to listen to your team members and get their ideas. You don't have to agree on everything what they say, but your job is to listen to them. Number four, roles and responsibilities. What I call this is the Rolls Royce of any project. You must define the roles and responsibility of every single team member. So for each activity or each task, there has to be one person that is responsible. There could be people in the support role, but there has to be only one person that is responsible for each activity and task that you have defined on the project plan. There could be 30 people helping with that, but there has to be one. So roles and responsibilities matrix, it's very simple, but it's a very powerful tool. Number five is self-regulation. What is self-discipline? You need to calm yourself down. You need to stay composed, especially on projects, on change initiatives, or on any complex projects. The emotions can run very high. For example, if one of your team members has given a presentation or he or she has messed up the presentation, it's a natural reaction that people would get upset. But as a project manager, you need to stay calm. You need to focus on the problem, not on the people, not on the person. What happened? What was the issue? Why was the presentation not done correctly? So focus on the issue and try to resolve that issue so that it doesn't happen again. Number six is communication, communication, and commit. You gotta communicate. You gotta communicate your vision, the goals and the objectives, and the project plan. You wanna make sure everybody on the team is on the same page. Number seven is empathy. You need to empathize. There's a lot of research on this that companies who empathize, or leaders or project managers who empathize with their employees, all you got to do sometimes is give a shoulder to cry on. Listen to people, what they're going. Somebody might be having some personal family issues. You got to do is you got to empathize with them. You got to listen to them, and that can go a long way. And it's especially if you're working on international projects or in a diverse environment, where people from in a multicultural environment, people come from different backgrounds. So empathy can help you, and also motivate the team. That's very important. And as Frederick Hirschberg, an American psychologist and a management expert, said, money is not the top motivator. As a matter of fact, what is it? People ask me, so what is it then? What people are looking for is the appreciation and recognition. Sure, money can help, but what people are looking for is the appreciation and recognition. So you as a project manager must appreciate and must recognize your team members. As Einstein said, strive not to be success, but rather to be of value. So number 9 is creating an environment of psychological safety. People ask me, what is psychological safety? It's an environment where people don't feel threatened. Your project teams can talk freely without any negative consequences, and that's what you creating a environment of psychological safety. There is a good article written by a Harvard Business School professor, Amy Edmondson. She has written a great article on psychological safety, so I highly recommend that. So you as a leader, you as a project manager, you want to create an environment where people feel comfortable and safe to talk about all kinds of issues, whether project related issues, whatever the issues are, and they feel comfortable, they don't feel threatened. So the project team members, they should not feel threatened that they, if they speak up in the meetings, that there will be any negative consequences. Now step number 10, it also socialize with your team. So you want to have weekly dinners, lunches, and take your team members out and in a nice environment, in a comfortable environment, have an informal discussions. But I caution you here, don't push. Encourage team members to go out, because there's lots of different personalities on project team. For example, there might be some introverts who don't feel comfortable going out all the time. So please don't push them. Encourage them and find ways how you can socialize with team members. You don't have to take them all at once. It would be great if everybody can go along, but you can take them in smaller groups also if there's a bigger team. So those are the 10 steps that I recommend that you follow to create and lead high performance project teams. I hope you liked the video. Thank you.